Welcome, North Texas business owners, to Sell Your Company for Maximum Value with Michael D. Rubin, CEO of MDR and Associates, in the studio with the one and only, the world-famous Jenny on the block, our CFO.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Jenny, how you doing?
I'm good. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you. Yeah. Yeah, this has been a great week. We had 4 incredible businesses reach out to us off the radio. I've got 3 meetings set up this week. Pretty incredible what the show's doing and the attention it's getting. And really, the interest from business owners, we're seeing, our theory was there's not a lot of information on how to sell your business for maximum value or how to sell it at all.
Right.
Out in the market.
Well, and I think we make it easier for them. We boil it down. We help them understand what they can look at.
Well, with the daunting 40-step process, we've simplified it to a 10-step process over the last 16 years. We've closed 230 companies, sold 230 companies, over $350 million in company value. Right. Individual companies, all different companies, manufacturing, distribution, service. Right out of the gate, I like to give the 3 books away. So if you're a business owner driving around and you'd like a free copy of the book I wrote last summer called Sell Your Company for Maximum Value, describes the process, the fee structure, what questions you have to ask a firm, how to hire the right firm, the whole process. Our whole process is in this book. If you'd like a complimentary copy of the book right now, the first 3 people to text or call me on my cell phone at 469-995-6060. Text me and call me right now. Give me your name, your business type, how we can bless you. We're a Christian firm. Call me right now at 469-995-6060 or text me at 469-995-6060. We're going to go into a few things. Today's show is going to be really, really interesting. We'll give away the book multiple times, so keep listening. If you didn't respond just then, you'll have multiple chances to do that. Jenny, what are we going to talk about today? It's our 23rd week on the radio.
That's right. So, the last 22 weeks, we've kind of been going through the book and the different chapters in the book, Sell Your Company for Maximum Value. But today, I think we should talk about what we call the 3-point MDR advantage. What does that mean?
Well, we talk about our Christian values, Matthew 6:33. We're going to seek the kingdom first and his righteousness. And so our heart towards business owners, I'd like to talk about first and foremost before I get into our services, okay? And our heart is to bless you, or we do not want to be involved. I'll say that again. We want to bless you and your family, or we do not. Jenny and I and the Championship Deal team do not want to be a part of selling your company. So we're going to talk about right out of the gate the MDR 3-point advantage, which is the 3 things we do as a firm.
Right.
We've never really covered this on the air.
Right. We've kind of have 3 lines.
We have 3 service items that we do for business owners. So listen up. If you need any of these services, right after this, I'm going to give you my cell phone again. You can reach out. Our website is sellmycompanynow.com. That's www.sellmycompanynow.com. That forwards to our mdrma.com website, MDR and Associates. But here's what we do. The main thing we do, the turkey, if this is Thanksgiving, what's the turkey?
Ooh, sell-side advisory services.
Sell-side advisory. What does that mean? That means that we retire Texas business owners.
And it's what we've been talking about for the past 22 weeks.
That's all we talk about, right?
Right.
Sell your company for maximum value. We do other things, but 95% of the time at MDR and Associates, we're taking a profitable company that's 10, 30, 40, 50 years old here in Texas. Business owner wants to retire in the next 3, 6, 9, 12, 18 months. We're getting that company ready. We're doing a HD video. We package deals differently than almost any firm in the United States. We slow down and do a marketing video. You can see plenty of those on our website at sellmycompanynow.com. You can see at least 13 of them. And that makes it, we're covering the emotional aspect of the business, not just building a great SIM or marketing package like you do, Jenny,
right,
for
thank
us.
You. Mm-hmm.
She does a great job building a 20 to 30 page marketing package for sizable companies. With the marketing package and the video and a new software we just bought called the Sellability Score, you're going to do right out of the gate. First step with us at MDR is you do a sellability score, and that gives you the 8 value drivers that's going to give you the range of sale price. I call it the strike zone, from low to high, what we think you're worth. That's that opinion of value I talk about on the radio all the time.
Right.
So we do discovery meetings. We do the sellability score via email. You fill that out. It comes back to us. We go over a 30-page report with the 8 value drivers, which we'll cover next week. We're going to go over the 8 value drivers of the sellability score next week. But, so in general, MDR and Associates, the main thing we do is sell companies for maximum value. We represent seller like a sports agent represents an athlete. It's very confidential, and there's a real 10-step process we've chiseled over 16 years and 230 transactions.
Right. It's an art, and you don't want to do it alone.
Third chapter of the book says don't do it alone. It's a warning chapter. Whatever you do, there's a few firms I can refer you to in town that are great firms. Do not do it alone.
Right.
That's number one. So that's the first thing we do. That's our main turkey. 95% of what we're doing is we're running that 10-step process. We're creating a competitive landscape. We're getting 3 to 6 offers. We're picking the right offer, and we're taking it all the way to the wiring and closing of funds.
That's right.
So if this is interesting to you, before we go on to the next thing that we do, and you're thinking about retiring, you're thinking about first chapter of the book's called Stop Making the Donuts. If you're thinking about slowing down, smelling the roses, you're approaching retirement age, you've owned a great long-standing business, we want to talk to you. First thing I'll do is offer my complimentary copy of the book. If you'd like 3 first callers or text or call me, the first 3 people right now, Michael D. Rubin, here's my direct cell phone, mobile phone, 469-995-6060, 469-995-6060. Give me your name, your business type, and how we can bless you. All right, Jenny, what's the next thing that we do? That is the main thing that we do, business sales, mergers, acquisitions. What's the next thing that we do?
We do business financing. Well, we don't. We don't do business financing.
We don't do business financing, but we have I'm meeting my main SBA contact is having lunch with me at 12:30. And so, the SBA connections we have versus also the conventional, like Veritex Bank. President of the bank and I are very close. We walk buyers into those banking relationships. If you need money, if you want to refinance, if you need money for inventory, if you need money to purchase equipment, we do that. We connect you with the right lender to get you the money you need to grow your business, to build and grow your business. And that can be an SBA loan, a conventional loan, a mezzanine loan, a bridge loan, even factoring. We have connections for factoring if you need money and you need to factor somebody. So we do business financing. It's probably 3 to 5% only of what we do because the main thing is the main thing.
That's right.
Selling companies.
Exactly.
But if you need financing, contact us here at the firm. Hit us. Hit the website at sellmycompanynow.com, sellmycompanynow.com. All right. So what's the third thing that we do?
So the third thing that we do is business consulting.
I mentioned it earlier, a little early.
Yeah,
it's called the Sellability Score. It's software we buy. It's very expensive. It's proprietary software where you have about a 20 to 30 minute questionnaire, 30, 40 questions. Simple questions. Any owner can just answer it honestly. That's going to produce a 30-page report with 8 different value drivers, and it will give you a low to high value of what your company's worth right now. We just purchased the software. We've been negotiating with the company to get this software. Like I said, it's not cheap, and it basically allows us to coach a business owner for 6, 12, 18, 24 months from a $2.5 million value to a $5 million value. Think about the difference that is. We can actually coach you, if you're not ready to sell right now, to double the value of your $1 million firm to 2, of your $3 million business to 6, or of your $10 million business to 18 or $20 million.
So in the book, one of the chapters that you mention this kind of value drivers is, the 10 ways to increase value. Well, the sellability software will help hone in on which of those drivers you need to toggle. Right?
Yeah, one of them is how much cash goes in versus comes out. It's called the teeter-totter score, and it's going to score you on that based on your financials. How much are you receiving cash versus putting in cash? And it looks like what are the playground things?
Seesaw.
One goes up, one goes down, right?
That's right.
It's a really neat thing, and that's an individual score. It'll give you an overall score. Score you want 50 to 75. You really want a 75 to 100. So the score is 0 to 100. Anything under 50, we need to improve all 8 of those things.
Okay.
One of them is the hub and spoke model. If you go on vacation for 3 weeks, does the company even continue to move, or does it just stop? Because you're the key to everything. That's one of the criteria. So there's 8 of them, and we can coach you on all 8 and increase value, if not in a best case scenario, double the value. Can you imagine how that's going to impact people's retirement?
Right.
When we can coach them into double the value. We're the home of I said the last couple of weeks, we're the home of the snapshot free valuation. That's what this is. People charge $7,500 to $30,000 up front. We're going to coach you month by month by month until you're ready to sell. If this is interesting, you'd like to reach out to me to talk about the sellability score. And I'll tell you what, first 3 callers to text or call me right now on my cell. Give me your name, your business type. I'll give you a free signed copy of my book, Sell Your Company for Maximum Value. Here it is. Here's my direct cell phone. Take it down. Grab your pen, grab your phone. 469-995-6060. 469-995-6060. I'll make the call to you. We'll do an introductory call. I make them tomorrow, Monday, 10 a.m. to 12. We'll just talk. Conversation's free. I say to my kids all the time, they're in sales and in business right now. They just, both of them graduated in the last 5 years. They're out of college. Conversation's free.
That's right.
They should reach out because you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you're worth. You don't know how valuable you are, and you certainly don't know how to probably double the value. So reach out to us. We'd love to help you. We'd love to assist. Now, if we look back at these 3 things, we sell businesses, we finance businesses, and we coach business owners. That's as simple as it is. We sell businesses, we finance businesses, we connect you with financing, and we can month by month coach you into a much, much, much higher value. And, I think we have, if you go to our website at sellmycompanynow.com, look at all the 60 videos. Don't you think it's a resource on the web for business owners?
It is. There's testimonies out there, testimonials. There's all kinds of videos about us, about what we do, about our clients.
10-step process.
How we've served.
Absolutely. Yep. And soon the sellability score video, we're going to put that up in the next 30 days. So you'll be able to kind of look at that and see if you want to participate, take the 20 to 30-minute questionnaire. What I'd like to do is pull all the way up to the stats. Let's talk to business owners about why they need to start paying attention to selling their business soon. Okay. All right, 2024 is a great time to sell your business. We're beyond COVID. Buyers have tons and $1 to $2 trillion in dry powder or cash to inject into businesses. Don't miss out on this silver tsunami, gray wave that's coming, sweeping across the country. Someone's going to sell their company. It might as well be you, and cash out and take what I call take chips off the table, de-risk your company. Right now, there's 77 million baby boomers in the United States. 77 million, and they own, Jenny, 40% of all small businesses in the United States, which would correlate to Texas. We're Texans serving Texans. We sell Texas business owners, companies, and so, again, 77 million baby boomers, 40% of all businesses are owned by them. But here's the startling statistic. That represents $10 trillion of company value. Not million, not billion. We made fun of that last week, remember?
Right.
10 what?
$1 trillion.
Trillion! We're not going to sing again this week, are we?
Oh, goodness. I hope not.
Because that time keeps on slipping. If you missed that last week, time keeps on slipping. Do not click on the last episode to listen to that.
Yeah.
We will never sing again in the history of this show.
In middle school, I did one musical, and that should have been the end of my singing career.
My wife was like, that was horrible.
Oh, yeah.
I said, babe, we will never sing again on the radio.
It was flat. It was so flat.
All right, so we sell businesses. We connect people with financing with the right banks, whether it be SBA or conventional or mezzanine or bridge loan. And we like to consult with businesses because not everyone's ready to sell.
That's right. And you might have a cleanup that needs to happen. Maybe you've got bank accounts that aren't reconciled.
Talk about that in business consulting. Jenny's the one that cleans up financials. If your financials are not perfect, like the company yesterday.
That's right.
Yesterday, we met with a current client. They're going to need some consulting from Jenny on the block.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. So it's kind of one of my favorite things. It's one of my favorite things to do. I came from a consulting background. I like to dig in, like to figure out the puzzles. So maybe you've got bank accounts that haven't been reconciled in ages. Maybe you've got AR that is kind of messy, or maybe AP is a little messy. Who knows? But I can get in there and dig in.
What if the line items are all messed up?
Yeah, sometimes you just have your accounts in the wrong places. Or my favorite line item, unreconciled discrepancies.
Unreconciled discrepancies. Now all our heads are getting twisted out. We're going to have to simplify this thing.
It can also be called reconciliation
discrepancies.
Can you
fix the business owner stuff? Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Can you fix their stuff?
Oh, for sure.
We get so deep into the P&L. A lot of people don't pay attention to their P&Ls monthly. I didn't used to. Now I pay attention to the quarters, the yearly, and the monthly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most business owners, I used to own a franchise, and most business owners just look at the cash in their bank and do you have cash or not?
Right.
And that's how they make decisions.
Right.
So, and then when it comes time that you need to give your financial statements to maybe a bank or a future buyer, then it can get a little dicey.
Yes. So, I used to think I'm just going to sell a company. I don't care about trends or financials. And you know what I learned? I was wrong.
Yeah.
Trends matter.
The one place that really kind of messes sellers up is they start asking questions about margins. Got different product lines.
What are you talking about? Gross margins, net margins. What are we talking about?
Well, what is your margin?
What is your
margin?
Yeah, it changes. Yeah. And we ask, why'd that gross margin change? And they don't know because they haven't been looking at their profit and loss.
Yep.
That's the consulting model that MDR Associates is different than other firms. We're going to sit with you in a meeting once a month until you're ready to sell. We're going to potentially double the value of your firm.
Right.
Or just tell you, if right now the value is what you want and it's in that strike zone of what you're comfortable with to retire, then guess what? We're just going to move forward and start our process. But the neat thing is we're going to stay with you until we're done. We've got 30 seconds till a break here. What I'd like to do one last time is if you're a business owner driving around and this makes sense to you, you'd like to get with a Christian firm with Christian values that only wants to bless you. Every client that we've done, you go look at our testimonials on our website at sellmycompanynow.com. We have 8 of them. We're shooting 4 more in the next 2 months. We'll have 12 video testimonials of the last 12 deals we've done. If you'd like last time before the break here, real quick, you'd like a copy of the free book, Sell Your Company for Maximum Value, hit me on my direct cell at 469-995-6060, 469-995-6060. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with Sell Your Company for Maximum Value. Business owners in North Texas, welcome back to Sell Your Company for Maximum Value with Michael D. Rubin, myself, and Jenny Swain.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
How about those Olympics?
USA.
That's right.
USA.
That's right.
USA. I was watching beach volleyball. Man, can they dig?
I know.
There's a girl, 5'7". She was digging everything. I was like,
yeah.
My wife was saying, will you stop yelling USA in the house? I'm like, I can't help it.
I can hear you doing that.
I'm a patriot.
I can totally hear you. Are you wearing your red, white, and blue too?
No, I'm not. I mean, I did that on my wedding day with my trunks.
You wear your Stars jersey during hockey.
Oh, I love this.
I
love the Dallas Stars. If there's any Dallas Stars fans out there, you want a free copy of my book right out of the gate, hit me right now. If you're a Stars fan, you want a free copy of Sell Your Company for Maximum Value, I'll sign it. I'll get it to you. My direct cell phone, 469-995-6060, 469-995-6060. Let me know your name, your business type. Get you a signed copy of the book and a free call just to talk about the sellability score we were just talking about and all those great things. I want to cover real quickly what we don't do.
Okay.
There's some things at MDR and Associates. We talked about what we did do, the 3-point advantage. Mm-hmm. Business sales, business financing, business consulting. As simple as that. That's what we do. Business sales, business financing, business consulting with the sellability score. Here's what we don't do. We don't raise money. In the beginning, I guess we tried to do that and realized, wait a second, you need a FINRA broker's license to raise securities. We do not raise money at MDR and Associates. Not just because we don't have a broker license or whatever, but because it's not what we do.
It's a distraction.
It's a distraction. It's like a fly. You're cleaning and there's flies all around the kitchen.
Yeah. We're
not going to raise money. In the beginning, did we try everything? Sure, we tried this or that. But now we've realized we sell long-standing, Texas-based, founder-led companies. And you're out there and you own a company, whether it be HVAC, plumbing, electrical, landscaping, maybe it's construction, maybe it's a fence. I talked to a fence company. It's amazing how many, the 54 companies I've talked to on the radio, that's what we don't do. We don't do startups, patents, and we don't raise money.
There we go. Perfect. Okay, well, how about we talk about what's been going on?
Gosh, this has been exciting. We started March 10th. Brand new show, Sell Your Company for Maximum Value radio show, podcast, and the book. We've given away over 50 books. We've had 12 to 13 people into the firm to do a discovery meeting. A discovery meeting is simply a discussion. There's no agenda.
Right. Tell us about yourselves.
Take us back to 1984 when you started. And we ask, the gross income, net income, how many employees, 1099, W-2, what's the structure, is it C Corp, S Corp? And we end with the question you just said, which is what? What's the last question we ask?
Why are you selling?
Why are you selling the business?
That's right.
What are the answers we like to hear?
Most of the time we like to hear, I want to retire. I want to spend time with our grandkids.
Yeah, not Reuben. retirement. We want to retire. That's a real thing. Like, that answer's real. And there's health reasons sometimes, divorce, moving to another city. Those are all great reasons to sell your company. But the best I like to hear is baby boomer Gen X are saying, I'm retiring.
I've built this business for years. I'm ready to turn it over to the next generation.
Right. So we've, 54 leads later, we've listed 4 companies, sold all 4, and we've got 4 companies we're meeting with this week. So we have tons of momentum with the radio show, and obviously people want to hear this information.
Right. So you could be next, listener. All you have to do is call.
Yep, you could absolutely 100% next. Let's talk about that. We only have 4 or 5 listing spots left, meaning we max at 10 to 12 to 15 listings per year, and we meet with over 100 companies.
Yep, we don't want to spend. We don't want to dilute. our time
No.
and
So
attention.
if you're profitable, if you're 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, you're profitable, you're highly motivated, and you're Texas-based, I want to hear from you. My name's Michael D. Rubin at MDR Associates. I'm going to give you my cell phone for the free copy of the book. The last time, we're going to take a quick break in 10 seconds. 469-995-6060. 469-995-6060. Give me your name, your business type, and we'll give you a call tomorrow. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more of Sell Your Company for Maximum Value. Welcome back, business owners in Texas. You're listening to Sell Your Company for Maximum Value with myself, Michael D. Rubin at MDR Associates, and our CFO, Jenny on the block.
Jenny Swain.
Hey.
Hey.
All right, so you had mentioned the first chapter of the book.
Yeah, so first chapter of your book is called Stop Making the Donuts, which is very intriguing. Tell us about that.
Can we imagine for a second that we're not running the fence company, the HVAC company, me running an M&A advisory firm, you running a consult? Can we imagine not working? If you're a business owner, imagine not working. You can imagine not working?
Well, I mean, everyone likes to think about that, right? What would you do with your time? What would you do? 3
or 4 weeks ago, Todd Hutchison and I made fun of, are you ready or are you not ready? I'm not really ready, but I think I'm ready, but I'm not ready, but I think I'm ready. You're never ready to sell. There's a theme of the 54 leads I've called, all of them. You know what it is? What the heck am I going to do if I'm not running this company?
Right.
Which leads to the next chapter of the book, which is, so let's talk about stop making the donuts before we move on to timing. Can you envision, if you're a business owner driving around, can you envision getting an exit strategy where you can trust a firm to run a real process, 10-step process, to maximize the sale of your company? And even if you can, I find business owners won't sign a deal at the end if they don't know what they're going to do next.
Okay. Yep. I can see that. Because you have been working in your business and on your business for years.
Head down,
years
pencils
and years.
down.
And it's hard.
Up.
It's hard to fathom that you could do something else.
Yeah, you've been hiring and firing. You've been bringing on vendors. You've been trying to take that customer concentration and get more and more big customers or smaller customers to diversify. Right. You've been getting backup suppliers. You've been hiring and firing. You've been letting people go, bringing people on. People have let you down. Wouldn't you say, as an employer, as a self-employed individual, right, owning a business, do you think employees let you down from time to time?
Well, of course they do. Yeah.
I hear employee headaches is almost the number one. I love my business. I just don't like the employees. I hear that all the time.
Yeah, and just regulatory reporting and
and how many moving parts are there.
Dealing with taxes and CPAs.
Doesn't blood pressure go up when that happens?
Of course.
Way up. Yeah. Don't you start getting on meds because of that? You get unhealthy?
Hopefully not.
I don't know. I met a business owner recently, came in, and he had about 12 health concerns. 12. Wow. 12. Heart, blood pressure, diabetes. It was a bunch. And he needed to sell now. 57 years old. Mm-hmm. So if this makes sense to you, you're in your late 50s, 60s, 70s, you'd like to maximize the sale of your business, but you're just not sure. You need someone to psychologically walk you along, like a sales counselor or really, and walk you along and talk to you and counsel you on the right timing and what your financials are worth. Do the sellability score. We've got this great questionnaire. It's only 20, 30 minutes called the sellability score. If you'd like to go through that, all you got to do is reach out to me right now on my cell phone. Direct mobile phone. Here it comes for the first 3 callers, or text me your name, your business type, how we can bless you, what we can do for you. Hit my cell phone right now at 469-995-6060, 469-995-6060. I got to tell you, Jenny, a lot of people don't know what they don't know, and they don't know what they're going to do next. That should strike a chord with business owners. If they really get honest with themselves, the reason they haven't engaged in an M&A firm like ours, a business brokerage, I don't know what I'm going to do next.
Right. So how do you answer that question? How do you come to terms with that?
Everybody's different. Some people want to travel with their wife. I know the appliance service company closes in 30 days. They want a trip to Italy immediately in the first 30 days after that transition. They're going to Italy. And I'm fired up for them. They haven't had a vacation in 5 years.
Right. Yeah.
That was their goal.
Right.
I don't know what the goals are, but in that discovery meeting we talked about, when you reach out to us, we book a discovery meeting. I like to say, if it's worth your time as a business owner, it's worth our time. Hour and a half. We only take 1 out of 5, 1 out of 6, 1 out of 7 to call clients. They got to like us. We got to like them. We're going to go over all these questions. The last question is, why are you selling? But the one right before that, or right after that, is, what are you going to do next? Some people want to golf. You can only golf so much. Other people are going to get into a simpler business. I'm going to say that again. Other individuals in their 50s are in a very complicated business with tons of moving parts, want to sell that business. We have a current client selling 2 manufacturing companies. Why? Too many moving parts.
Yeah, it's a distraction.
It's a distraction, he said. It's like flies in the kitchen when you're cooking something. You'll burn the souffle.
Oh, my goodness.
You'll burn the souffle if there's flies all over. Hey, get the distraction.
Wait, hold on.
Well, hold on.
Did you just say
souffle?
Flies in the kitchen?
Souffle?
I'm going to burn my souffle because there's flies in the kitchen?
Yes, that can happen.
That is so random.
That can so happen.
Rubin.
That
is
can happen.
Very random.
I've done it. I've burned my souffle when there's flies in the kitchen.
Okay, I'm going to have to come over and watch you make souffles because that's crazy.
But you know what? There's about 10 of these leads. 10 of the 54 people I called had multiple businesses, and they wanted to sell 1 or 2. Do you know why? Flies in the kitchen.
That's
Distractions.
Right. That's right.
Distractions to the main turkey.
Right.
I've cut out a lot of things that we do. In the beginning of this radio show this week, we went over what we do. The three-point MDR advantage. Why isn't it 7 like it used to be? I cut them out. If you have multiple companies and you'd like to sell 1 or 2 that are really you're not paying attention to, but they're profitable, trackable, you're highly motivated to sell, reach out to my cell phone right now. My name's Michael D. Rubin of MDR & Associates. My direct cell phone is 469-995-6060, 469-995-6060. I'll get you a free copy of the signed copy of the book. Back to the show.
I think it's also important for people to consider the continuum that they are on their business life cycle. So if they're getting close to retirement and they're profitable,
yes,
and people are running their business for them,
yes,
great time to exit.
100% great time to exit.
You don't want to wait for a disaster.
Management in place, absolutely. Customer solid, absolutely.
Hard to exit when you have a disaster on your
Trend
hands.
is solid, stable, or slightly growing, great time to exit. It's counterintuitive. You think it's going bad, I need to sell. It's almost unsellable when you take a downturn.
Right.
Don't wait till your business isn't skyrocketing all of a sudden to sell. That's the worst time, right?
Exactly.
The best time is when?
The best time is when you're at the top, when you're in your
That's awesome.
heading up.
Heading up. When you're trending up, your financials are looking good, your management's in place, you're happy. Hey, sell because you'll get the maximum value at that point, right? We don't need to coach you. We don't need to walk alongside 18 months. Typically, we're 3 times faster than the average firm. We're going to sell something in 3-4 months. The average is 9 to 12 months in the United States to sell a company. And the success rate, this is really important, is 20%. Why is MDR & Associates 95%? I'll tell you why. Because we have a championship deal team with you. You know financials. Your financial IQ is off the charts. I believe my sales IQ, closing ability, you've told me before.
Mm-hmm. Right. You're a closer.
Off the charts.
Yeah, you're a bulldog.
And Bulldog is my nickname that Jenny gave me, I don't know, 22 weeks ago. Don't know how I feel about it, but I guess I'm the Bulldog.
You love it.
I'm the Bulldog.
Yeah. Oh, my. Between the flies and the souffle
and the
bulldog barking.
Yeah, right.
We got a lot going on today.
And so we got Jenny at the financials helm. I'm the lead deal maker, I'm the chief exit officer, not the chief executive officer of the firm. Chief exit officer just means I represent them as a quarterback of the deal team. Then we've got Tom Luciato doing these 4K, 2-camera, incredible drone shot marketing videos. We've got 12 or 13 examples on our website at sellmycompanynow.com. Go check that out. And then we've got Too Tall Jones and Randy White as our ambassador partners. And they came on because they said, look, we see what you're doing. We see how you do it with high integrity, high transparency, high confidentiality. We want to be a part of it. They came on December. I meet Too Tall and Randy regularly, about once a month, once every other month. And they get an update on what's happening. They're referring other Dallas Cowboys that own companies into this firm. So, I mean, it's been very dynamic. We're about to have our second meet and greet. I call it our Black Card meet and greet event with Randy White and Ed Too Tall Jones. If you'd like to come to that at the Dallas at the Star at the Cowboys Club, because I'm a member, that's where we have it. We got 60 seconds till we have to take a break. If you'd like to come to our next event with Ed Too Tall Jones, a Super Bowl winning champion, and Randy White, hit me on my cell phone right now at 469-995-6060, 469-995-6060. They're going to sign footballs, and I'll get signed books. I'll give those away at that event. It's going to be late in August, early September. That'll be our next event. And you come up, you meet them, maybe you get a signed football. We'd just like to meet you, have some appetizers, hors d'oeuvres, and drinks at the Cowboys Club. It's normally Thursday at 4 o'clock. I'll announce that date, but put you on the list if you just text me at 469-995-6060, 469-995-6060. Give me your name, your business type, and we'll get you a free copy of the book and get you signed up for that event. All right. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back to end our show with Sell Your Company for Maximum Value. Welcome back to Sell Your Company for Maximum Value with myself, Michael D. Rubin, and Jenny Swain, our CFO.
That's me.
At MDR and Associates, our firm of 16 years, over 230 transactions. I think we've sold $350 million in company value. And, Jenny, I want to talk to the bigger business owner right now.
Okay. Like how big? What are you talking about?
$10 million and up in revenue.
Okay.
Yeah, we sell companies $3 million to $100 million. Really, our sweet spot's $3 to $25 or $30, $3 to $30 million in revenue. Mm-hmm. We sold a $22 million company last year called Hughes Tank. It's 38 years old. They're the Ferrari. Think above ground gas tank, oil. You put oil. Think about a yacht club, every Jiffy Lube. They need an above ground tank to hold the gasoline or oil.
Right.
They produce those at a very high level, send them all over the country. Vicki Hughes had been building that for 38 years when she came and saw me. She simply put in M&A advisor in some city in Texas. We do a lot of SEO work, organic SEO to be ranked high with Google. We have great Google reviews. If you go look at MDR and Associates 5.0 on Facebook. We have raving fans on our website. But I want to talk to the business owner that's doing $10 million, $20 or $30 million in revenue. Here's the problem. Here's the dead spot with our business. Business brokers go up to $2 to $3 million in revenue. Main Street business brokers, VR, Sunbelt, Murphy, Trends World, all those franchises, those small Main Street business brokers. I started as that guy at VR Business Brokers. We went to the origin story, radio show number 1,
right?
March 10th. I started there. There's nothing wrong with that. They are not capable of doing your deal if you're doing $22 million like Hughes Tank was.
And so why
are
they
not capable? There's one person. There's a home office, and maybe there's an office. There's no Jenny on the block, a forensic accountant there to defend EBITDA and go up against the private equity world. After about $1 million net, if you're doing $1 million net on the bottom of your tax return, I want to hear from you because we fill that gap above the Main Street business broker. And underneath KPMG, Houlihan Lokey, Lazard,
Deloitte
KPMG, Deloitte, right? They do the $100 million to $5 billion transactions that we do not engage in. Right. We don't have 90 analysts. We have the best one, Jenny. But that's all we need, right? So we need 4 or 5 people, a real championship deal team we described right before the break. So if you're doing 10, 20, 30 million in revenue, you're going to sell for 10 to 50 million. I want to hear from you. I'm going to give you this is the first time ever, free third-party formal business valuation valued at $10,000. Again, I'm going to say it out loud. I'm going to give you a $10,000 30-page report that tells you exactly what you're worth. It's a snapshot business valuation that a lot of firms charge $10,000 for. So if top of your tax return $10 million or more, that's what I'm offering this for the companies that are $10 million or more in revenue. If that's you, hit me right now directly on my cell phone at 469-995-6060, 469-995-6060. The first offer we got on Hughes Tank was $13 million. We sold it for $22 million. If you count the inventory, the extra inventory that Miss Vicky was able to keep, above $20 million, and the first offer was $13. We do a great job in taking it through that 10-step unique process, qualifying buyers. We got over 6 offers each time we ran that process.
Yeah.
6 the first time, fired that buyer, who wasn't who we thought he was. Had to restart the whole thing, crank the engine up. You went and got some financials cleaned up. In the meantime, in 30 days, we re-cranked it up, and 6 more offers.
Right.
And we sold it for $8 million more than the first offer. We covered our fee by a mile, our success fee.
And it was a marriage made in heaven. We found the perfect buyer.
They were at $3.5 million. Listen, big business owner, listen. They were at $3.5 million in EBITDA. Right now, they're at $5.5 to $6 million in EBITDA with the new buyer that came in with unlimited capital. A lot of times, let me talk to them too. Let's talk second bite of the apple. Mm-hmm. Second bite of the apple is a real thing. Let me describe what that means. If you're a big business owner doing 10, 20, 30 million in revenue, they won't even buy the company without you staying in place, getting your $300,000 salary, keeping your truck, keeping your health benefits. So don't think you're going anywhere for 1 or 2 years. Right?
Right.
Bobby Hughes is still there for 3 to 5 years, building it with the new group.
Yes. Now, Vicky got to go away.
True. Right. I don't want to get into the weeds on that.
Mm-hmm.
But Bobby's still there for 2-3 more years. He's going to be building this thing. They just increased the size of the manufacturing facility. Think about this if you're a business owner. Don't close your eyes. We laugh about that because they're driving around. Do not close your eyes. But think about this without closing your eyes. Just visualize this.
But focus on the road.
You take $10 to $20 million of chips off the table. You still get your incredible salary and benefits. You're still the CEO, and you're going to retain 20% ownership, 25% ownership of that company. And in 5 years, when they grow it to 5 times the value, you're going to get another check bigger than the first. That's called second bite of the apple. You want to know more and you want to discuss that with me personally? You're a large company, about $10 million in revenue, 20, 30 million. Hit me on my direct cell phone at 469-995-6060. 469-995-6060. Text or call me. And just tell me name, type of company, your website. We'll have a confidential call tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 12. Be my honor and privilege to give you any information, including the sellability score and that free the free snapshot business valuation, $7,500 value for free. For free. Hit me on my cell phone, 469-995-6060. Last thought I have, Jenny, we've only got 4 or 5 more weeks before we take about a 5-month break. Mm-hmm. We come back in January with WBAP. We've already started talking to the big boss here about coming back January. Last thought is I just really love blessing and serving baby boomers, Gen Xers, selling their company, walking alongside with them, defending the value, and maybe even with our coaching, increasing the value. Till next week, folks. This is Michael and Jenny with Sell Your Company for Maximum Value. Be blessed.